You ain't tell me you got some of this nookie. Knowing me, I probably would have woke the whole damn thing up. Man, shit, because why would you wake me up? We're going to say space plane. Fuck it. We're going to say space planes. Can we just float here for a while? Take what you need. Take what you need. Take what you need. Take what you need. Hi, Kelsey's my name. And I would say maybe the last 2 times I did this movie review, I was tired. And I am very energized right now. Like, can't tell me anything at all. Um, um anywho, let's get to it. I want to be quick. So, let's start with random thought. So my random thought is I was thinking, I don't have an answer to it, but I was thinking how many movies were ever like in history been filmed. So it's like I'm pretty sure it's 2 million. 2 million is doing like pushing it. Or maybe it's like 900,000. I don't know. But I was just thinking like, how many films ever like how many movies been filmed in history? Maybe I should just do my research and just see. If anybody know, let me know. But anywho, yeah, let's get into it. So, movie of the day, spoiler of the night is Passengers. It's a 2016 movie. So, if you seen it, cool, we can discuss it. If you didn't and you want to watch it, go watch it, come back, discuss it, whatever. So, here it goes. Okay, so we have basically it's taking place in space. And honestly, if you want to be honest, it's like maybe really a good 4 characters in the movie, and that's it. But it's still good. It's very different. So this what happened. This what happened. So it's a good amount of people on this spaceship, and one is in. They not like sleeping. They like in a different state of just like, you know how like back in the day they had certain fumes and they'll be like, oh, let's unfreeze them, and then they end up being like 1,000 years old, but they still look the same because they was frozen and it was over time, and they end up anyway. Neither here there. Um, so they in these little bed cup things, glass thing, and everyone is put away or sleep, whatever. I don't know the name of it. Doesn't even exist if we haven't really did that in real time. We do got like, aren't there like babies that? Okay, I'm getting off topic, but I was about to say, aren't there like babies that been like, I ain't gonna say conceived, but like grew over time and anyway, I don't want to speak on anything that I don't really know about. But so is going on is a good amount of people on the ship, on the spaceship. It's not the whole wide world. And what I was thinking in the beginning was, oh, everybody escaped the earth and got put on this ship, and then they're trying to go to a different planet. That's not the case. um they it was a good amount of people that signed up to want to go to a different planet, and basically leave some folks behind, not on some, oh, like you can't come. It just was like I don't want to say it was an experiment, but it was like the people who wanted to go have a different experience, a different life, a new start, or whatever, can go to this planet, or they sign up to go to this planet, while others while others was okay with being on Earth. So as this spaceship is going through space to get to this other planet, it hit a bunch of rocks. Like it hit a whole bunch of stuff. It hit a bunch of rocks. Let's put it like that. It hit a bunch of rocks, and something happened, and it kind of like woke up. It kind of like messed up the system on the in the space on the spaceship. I don't know. It feel weird me saying spaceship. Like I really want to say a whole different thing. Like we're gonna say a space car. I don't want to say spaceship. We're gonna say space car. And you know what? No, not space car. It just sounds like it could only be two, can fit only two people on in a space car. It's not a term. I mean, no, it's not a term. I'm making up my own term as I go because I don't really like saying spaceship. Like I don't know. So we're gonna say space plane. Fuck it. We're gonna say space plane. So the space plane mess up a little bit, or the system kind of mess up a little bit, and then it ends up um, deactivating one of the people on plane, the space plane, and it wakes up one person, which was Jim. And Jim, he wakes up and he's confused. He's like, "What's going on?" And so he the only one that wakes up, and he realized he ended up watching a couple of things like, "Hey, you've been on here so far for 30 years, and you have, I think, 90 more years to go." And basically, he woke up too early. So he wakes up too early. He trying to figure out how to go back to sleep. He's trying to figure out how to go back into the thing and whatever, so he can, you know, live his life with, like, basically come on time and be there for the new planet. But like him waking up early is going to mess up everything. That means if he waking up early and he got 90 more years to go, that means he's not going to be here to experience the planet. Like it went wrong. So he tries everything in his might. He tries waking up the people that it's like an area where the people, like very much high power people that knows how to fix things, is sleep as well, is under whatever. So like he tries his best, but he couldn't get in there because he didn't have access to that. Um so he ends up living his life. He ends up living his life maybe like a year in to it. He did meet this bartender, which is like a robot or whatever, which is another character, that's a character that actually plays a robot. It's pretty cool. And his name is Arthur. So he have these combos with Arthur or whatever. So like when he before like throughout the year he's doing everything on there. He's playing basketball because it's like the space plane is so big. They got a pool, they got a plane. I said plane. They got a pool, they got a dance thing. They have a whole bunch of shit on there. So he does all these things and he gets very lonely and he's ready to end it all. So he was thinking about ending his life by getting off the space plane. Of course, you can't get off the space plane. You're gonna freeze to death. You're gonna be frozen in like that. Like you're just gonna die. You're not gonna make it. You can't make it without you can't make it without a space thing. I'm surprised Twilight didn't come. I'm so surprised. She's chilling downstairs. Okay, so what else about to get into? Where did I leave off at? And somehow he just didn't, like, he didn't do it, but he was so close to doing it. He comes back He the only person or thing he talks to is the robot, which is Arthur. And um that day that he was about to end it, because he was like a year and some change in, he ends up running into this other person that is in the thing. Like nobody woken up but him. But he ends up coming across um this girl, which is Aurora. So like he looks up, I don't know if he look I don't know, I'm trying to think. I think he runs into her and see her, and he just mesmerized by her, and then he goes and look up her in the system, and he finds out she's like a writer and stuff like that. He sees like the little interviews. I think he went I don't know if he ran into her before then or after, but he, look up her interview of why, like, her being wanting to be on a different planet and starting over and stuff like that. But he ends up reading some of her stuff, and he's very mesmerized with her. And he ends up having like these conversations with Arthur, and basically he's like, dang, I don't want to do it. I don't want to wake her up, but I don't want to wake her up, but I need to wake her up. But no, I don't need to wait. He was just back and forth. He was like, I don't want to do it, but he was like, I need to. My thing is, I just like it being a movie. We already know he about to wake him up. We already know that. So, and and I'm just like, don't do it. I mean, if he wakes her up, she's gonna be stuck there with him for the next 90 years. Like she basically signed her life, like her life is being signed away, and he's basically making that decision to do some shit like that. Like, yes, he's lonely and it's kind of fucked up, but it's fucked up on his part. Am I surprised? No. Knowing me, I probably would have woke the whole damn thing up. I don't know. I kind of like I don't think I mind being alone. Being on this earth, like having to deal with BS. I don't know. I probably wouldn't mind, but you just never know until you in that position. So, like you already know you about to do it, but it's like that's on you. If you do it, let's see what consequence you about to face. Anywho, so he ends up messing with her thing and waking her up. He wakes her up. He got the little tools out. He wakes her up. He hurry up. He go hide the stuff that he the tools and stuff to wake her up and stuff like that. So he just ended up being he went somewhere else on a totally different area and let her wake up, experience the same thing she was experiencing. I mean that he was experiencing, whatever. And I'm just like, bro, you okay, you're gonna hide the fact that you woke her up. So they end up meeting and stuff, and and he tells her like, yeah, she ends up finding out, oh, they got 90 years to go. And she's freaking out the same way, well, she's freaking out a lot more, like worse. Like she's trying to figure out how to get back in the thing and stuff like that, and yada yada yada. He tells her like, "Oh, it woke you up early, just like he woke me up early," and that wasn't the case. He woke her up. So yeah, trying to figure out how to do this, or I think he kind of accepted his fate because he been there for a year already, and he already told her like, "Oh, I've been there for a year." She feels bad. she when she find out, she ain't gonna. Okay, so trying to see what I'm missing. Did I miss anything? So I think it gets to a point like time over time, like I think she accept her fate or whatever. So he ends up showing her all the things that's on the space plane, and yeah, like they end up spending a lot of time together, and yeah, they end up falling in love. And also, like, as she was going through this life, she was also writing and doing these, like, okay, whenever the other people wake up, they'll see, what I've done, at least, just being occupied or whatever. So everything's happening, having a good time. They having a lot of sex and stuff like that. You know what I thought was gonna happen? I don't know why, but I thought she was gonna like have a kid or something like that. I don't know. When they was doing their thing, I'm like, is that about to happen? I don't know. I'm nervous. So everything is going good. He's thinking about proposing and stuff like that. And oh, he also told Arthur to keep his secret. And he was like, "It's cool, I got you." Robot was like, "It's cool, I got you." So yeah, they having a good time. They go to the bar, get some drinks and stuff like that. And um it's something came up, was like, oh, we don't have no secrets, like we got everything out is in the open. And Arthur was like, oh, is that right? And he looks over at Jim and he's like, that's right, no secrets, no secrets left behind. No secrets left behind. So he walks to go, I don't know if he walks to go get the ring or he walks to go do something. And Arthur was like, yeah, he was talking about you before you woke up. Like he couldn't wait to meet you. Whoo! She said, huh? What? What? Yeah, he was contemplating on waking you up or not. Boom, 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 yada yada yada. And she like, oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. He came back. She like, you, and she couldn't talk to that man. She couldn't talk to the man. Like, you disgust me now. As she should. Oh, should that. As she should. Like, what? You woke me up? You ain't tell me you got some of this nookie? Like, what? Don't fucking talk to me. So she went on by her business. Like, don't talk to me. Don't ever talk to me a day in your life. Moving forward. Typical man shit, because why would you wake me up? Why would you mess up my life because your life was screwed up? Ah! So, anywho, yeah, so that's happening. She's not speaking to him because, like, when they was in a relationship, they ended up being like they ended up spending like an extra year together, either a year or two together or whatever. Was it a year? Anyway, it's a good little minute. So she went her way, he went his. Like, he ain't got no other choice but to respect her wishes. She's so motherfucking angry though. She sleep. I think she goes to his room. She's beating the fuck out. Like, she molly whopping that nigga. Boop, boop, boop. Anywho, oh, I had to make sure it was on. She's molly whopping that, like, she's punching the shit out of him, kicking him. I'm like, girl, I don't blame you. I'm not even mad at, like, bro, like, cause come on, come on. So she, fucking him up. She get something. She was about to kill him. I said, ooh, girl. But she stopped. She stopped because she still have feelings for him. Like, but at the same time, she like, you got me messed up. I'm gonna whip your ass and I'm gonna go about my life. As she should. Um, so she do her little thing or whatever. Um, yeah, she do her little thing. Um, it throughout everything that's going on, the ship is acting a little funny. Things are messing up on the space plane or whatever. And I'm trying to think, everything is messing, like, some stuff is messing up on the space plane. And he ends up planting a tree. in the space plane and stuff like that. Um, what else happened? Somebody else ended up waking up, which is what's his name? Let me see. Let me see if anybody gonna catch on to this. If I do it, hold on. No, I don't think nobody gonna catch on. But Lawrence Fishburne, but his character name is Gus. He ends up waking up and he's a higher. I think he's like he's the he knows about the space plane. Like he's over. He know what to do. Like he's a higher up. He got authority to do this and do that. So so he wakes up. He feeling kind of funny. Which when the other two had woke up, you're gonna feel funny because you've been sleep for 30 years already. So he wakes up and stuff like that. They meet him or whatever. He's like, "Oh, we need to figure out. We got to get to the bottom of this. Let me go see what's wrong with the what woke y'all up or whatever. What woke all of us up." So he looks at his and his like boom woman. He looks at hers. He's like, it's been tampered with. Like, and he figures out like, oh, you did that. Like he not like super angry. He understand. He's like, damn, that's fucked up. But he understands. She was like, you know what he did to me. You know what he did to me. And he's like, yes, I know. So um yeah, they're just trying to figure out what's going on with the space plane because the little things that cleans up around kind of like was messing up. This one thing. Um, when everybody go to their separate things, like, okay, we're gonna take this up in the morning because the space plane, everything just went out, like the lights went out and everything came back on, like the shit was acting up. Because when Gus woke up, he was like, who planted the tree on my space plane? Like, what's going on? But anyway, so something had fell down or whatever, and good thing nobody got hurt. What else? What else happened? He was like, we're gonna take this up in the morning. The next, let's go get some rest. They go get some rest. Everybody is asleep except for Aurora. Aurora went to the swimming pool. She's swimming and everything, and then the thing they lost. What is it? What is it? They lost gravity. Like they in the air now. Like she's swimming. All the water is coming up. All the water is coming up out the pool. He Jim, he lifting up out of his bed. The other Gus, he same thing. He didn't really go nowhere, which he already, when he was going back to bed or when he was going to go get some rest, he was coughing and he coughed up blood. He's like, what's going on? So anywho, that's happening. She's drowning in air because she can't seem to get out of the water. I'm like, ooh. And then next thing you know, the space plane ends up being went back to normal. Like she ends up, everything drops back in the pool. She ends up able to catch her breath because she was about to drown. He runs to her. Did he run to her? I can't remember what happened after that. But yeah, so everything is happening. They trying to figure out, and then they end up finding a place in on the space plane where like, oh, this happened a year ago when Jim woke up. That's why one of the, I'm gonna just say Rock because I can't think of the name, had hit the plane and it was in the thing. It was in there, and they had to figure out how to deal with that. Everything that's going on with the anyway, Gus was like, okay, we need to fix this immediately because no, everybody's not like, the space plane will stop working. Like it we not gonna make it to the other planet. So he's able to do all these things because he's the higher authority, because he knows what's going on. He blase blase. So he's still not feeling well. He's coughing. He's not able. So they end up going to like this little. It's like a hospital, but it's they end up going to this area to where you can get in the little machine and they tell you what's wrong with the inside of your body. Cool. So he gets in and he Gus gets in to see what's going on. It's like over. I'm just gonna give a number, but it's a lot. It's over like 30 something things wrong with you. Boom, boom. Is it fixable? They say it's not fixable. How long do he have? Less than a day. Like less than a day. And the reason why he was sick is because it was the machine, the little thing that everybody is in. I guess his body didn't take so well to that. Yeah, his body didn't take so well to being in that thing, and it was nothing they could do. And that's crazy. Like how like you trying to go to another planet, and what was killing you was the thing that you was in for 30 years already, like so like yeah, he ends up giving the card or something to one of them, to access the space plane and stuff like that, because they're gonna have to figure it out on their own. They're gonna have to work on that. And no lie, like while Jim was awake, he was fixing and doing. I don't know what was he a mechanic? What was he? But he was fixing on stuff while he was there. Like what else he gonna do? For real, for real. So yeah, so that happened. They trying to fix what's going. Well, you know what? Let's get this part out. So Gus, um, they had something to like relax his body, but he didn't take the thing. So he's walking because he just found out the news that he's not gonna make it. So he gets to where he needs to get to. They follow him. They sit down, and he's like, "Damn, I should have took the pills or whatever." And he said something. I think he said something about fixing the ship or something like that. But he ends up dying. Like he ends up dying. What else? So while all this is going on, he dies. Um, that's when I'm trying to think. That's when the stuff's still going on with the space plane. So they like, okay, let's try to go fix this. So they go to the one of the where it needs to be fixed. So yada yada yada, blase blase. Because it's like I'm trying to get into detail, but baby, that's not gonna happen for real. Might as well go watch it because it's actually a pretty good movie. Somebody had to get off the plane, as the space plane. But my thing is, um, one of the activities on the space plane. I'm getting weird about saying space plane now. Should I say spaceship? Anyway, it's like they could go out in there with their space things on, and it was just so beautiful. That's one of the things that he showed her, in a relationship or before their relationship started. One of those things. Anywho, but yeah, one of them had to go out there to go connect something or this and that, and just to find out like, hey, somebody got he say he about to go do this. He about to make it happen. You just gotta press the thing down. Blase blase. He does this. He does this. He does that. He does this. He does that. Ugh, that don't even sound right. Let me stop using that. He does this. He do that is not the correct way. I know. Thing. And yeah, she gets to her senses. I ain't gonna say her senses because she was mad as she should, but she got to a point where like, hey, I don't want to lose this man. I don't want to lose this man. Anywho, so he goes out there. Um, he do what he have to do, and he had no choice. But he's like, hey, you gonna have to do the thing. You gonna have to bring the thing down. And she like, I don't want to do it. I can't. You gotta, because like if she let the thing down, the fire is gonna go through where he is at. And I'm like, oh, he not gonna make it. So she did it. The fire is blazing through. I'm like, oh, is he gonna make it? Like the suit is really, it's holding on real tight, but it blows him through all the way into space. I said, oh fuck, he about to he, and then like it had a cord connected to the space, the thing, his suit. It had a cord connected to his suit, and it broke off. And she's like, hey, she's trying to figure out like, is he still there? And you know what she did? She did some real bitch shit. She hurried up. She put on her space suit, and she went and got her man. She went and got her man. So she went out there trying to get. It was. She like, oh, I can't reach him, and he like his space suit had deactivated and went down, so he's dying. He is dying. And like the cord was like this, that's on, like it was already disconnecting it, and it was like this, and she was able to grab the cord. She grabbed the cord, she got him back in there. She like, she put him in the doggone, she dragged him, she put him in the little hospital area, put him in a little thing to see what was wrong with him. And it was like, oh, you're gonna have to revive him. And it was like, you need higher authority to revive him. And she's like, what's the code to, because the man gave him the card thing, but they was in there before for him, and he put in a code or something. And thankfully she remembered the code. Knowing me remember a code would not have happened. I'm sorry, like I would have cried because I couldn't remember what the fuck the code was. I would have been so mad, bro. I was like, damn, bro. Like, I was like, knowing me, I would have had to write it down. But if I didn't write it down, he just was gonna be dead Jimmy for real. She puts in the code. It revives him, trying to see if he's gonna make it. It's blase blase. He ends up making it. Cute, whatever. It's cute or whatever. Is it a romance movie? I don't look. If I don't, it's not. It doesn't give romance movie for real. It just gives like, it gives romance. Not really. It doesn't really. It just shows a different. I don't know. It's not a romance. Is it a romance movie? Let me see before I sit up there and make my own little observation of what this is. But that happens. They get the space plane back in order. Like everything is running smoothly now. Oh, it says drama romance. And my thing is, it's crazy how it be people on TikTok like, that was a horror movie. Some romance movies that they say is romance movies. Oh, that was a horror movie. Same thing when they say Love and Basketball is a horror movie. I'm sorry, I have to disagree with you. Even though it wasn't like, it was very much on some problems. Of course, it's gonna be problems. They was like, oh, he never wanted her and this and that. I'm like, bro, it's basically revolves around her loving what she like, her choosing what she loved, which was basketball, and he never loved basketball. Like, and like, it's just certain things that I'm like, bro. Anyway, I'm getting off subject because I get irritated when people like, oh, it was a horror movie. Stop it. You're gonna have problems in relationships, but at the same time, it's not like she was really chasing him for real. I say she wasn't chasing him for real because she went and did her thing. He was calling her back to back. She wasn't answering his calls. Like, did anybody pick up on that? Like, anyway, let me get back to what I was, because it just be like, bro, I don't care what y'all say. I will always love that movie. I don't care what y'all say. I feel like it was a very much drama, romantic, you know, thing. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. Let's get back to it. Where did I leave off at? I don't know where I left off at because I went into a whole different subject, bro. Um, so yeah, supposedly this a drama romance, but I don't know. I just looked at it as a scientific thing. I guess it is a romance, but I just never in my mind it didn't give romance. But it's supposed to be a drama romance. The way it happened, it was crazy. It was crazy. She kisses him and stuff like that. So, she fuck with him. She back, you know, that's that. Um, so he was like, what happened? He was like, hey, the little thing that Gus was in, his is able to go back to habitat have go back to sleep. Cause yeah, you're able to go back to sleep. You can go back into the thing and you can wake up when everybody else wake up. You can do that. Um which that's one thing that stood out to me because it's like, okay, he says like, hey, it's still a thing that's available and you can wake up when everybody else wake up. He won't be able to go back, but yes, completely fine. So what ends up happening is she didn't go back. It just shows them living life on the space plane. Like, they're in the pool, they wrote, everything, they're just living life. So I'm like, oh, she chose the man. She didn't choose to wake up with everybody else. Would I have chosen that? If it's a man that I love, if I love this man and he did some fuck shit, but I end up falling in love with him anyway. And you know what I was thinking though? I was thinking like, what if he do 30 years? He didn't. He, they do like a contract thing to where he do 30 years. Boom. She do 30 years. That's 60 together. 70, 89. That wouldn't have worked. Never mind. That wouldn't have worked. Damn. Anywho, um, did I even answer the question? I don't know if I would have done that. I don't know if I would have done that. I don't know. I really don't know. But you know what would have been crazy is if they had a kid. But it's like that's like bringing a kid, like the same thing that people be saying. Bringing a kid into this world is crazy. So I had forgot this part. So like, it's I ain't okay. Yes, I did. Let's just get into it, bro. I just got the shower. I just put some all over my head because baby. Yeah, it's worse than jail braids. I'm gonna say that much. But so my boyfriend, he had like a fortune cookie to cook it. Had a fortune cookie, and a while back, and when he opened it, it said every cloud has a silver lining. So meaning like when it's something that's bad, like something bad happened or you feel like something bad happened, something better come along type shit. So he had that. Every cloud has a silver lining. The next day we watching the movie. We watching The Passengers. Now it said in the movie, like from one character to another, which I don't know which character said that. I don't remember which character said that. But literally the next day it said the character said every cloud has a silver lining. And he paused it. He was like, you see what, and I was like, I didn't catch on, and then I'm like, wait, hold up.
You just had a fortune cookie that said every cloud has. And my thing is, we wasn't looking up no movie that said, what is every cloud? But it's like it was very crazy how he had got a fortune cookie saying every cloud has a silver lining, and then the next day we watching a movie and it said one of the characters said every cloud has a silver lining. I'm like, what in the world? Like,
But yeah, they did it. In what I wish could have happened was like showing them throughout the lifetime. It just showed a little bit of that, and then it was like 90 years later, and everybody wakes up, and like it's a whole little. It's not like a forest, but it's basically like a whole little forest thing or whatever. I guess you could say forest thing, like, oh, somebody been awake and this and that and the third, but that's all it shows and then it ends. I wish that it was I wish that it was more like it shows them throughout life until they die. But of course, you're not gonna see them because they already did. But it's like they could have just showed what happened throughout their life and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying, like I needed a little bit more. It was good, but I needed a little bit more. So okay, my favorite character in this movie, I would say Arthur, the little bartender. Yeah, I don't know, I think I'd be liking side characters for real. Like they just like the little bit of stuff, it'd be just very interesting, it'd be cool. So I guess it. Ooh, excuse me. I guess I'd just say the robot. um, my least favorite character, or the character that I don't fuck with. Honestly, it wasn't a character that I didn't fuck with. Like, even though he did some fuck shit, it probably would be him. But it's like it's not really on some I really hate this nigga. It's not nothing like that. Um, what else? Oh, my favorite part of the movie, I would say I would say everything was pretty good. I don't really have a favorite part, but I can say the parts that I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I say like with it being in space and stuff, how they had so much stuff going on, or so many activities, and they had like it was so many activities on the space plane to where I'm like, oh, that is so cool. Like the pool, the this, the that. Like, I think that's like the favorite things. I guess the favorite parts. Um, am I missing something? Oh, and what do I give this movie? I'll say an 8 out of 10 because I really wanted more. I feel like it should have been something a little bit more. I wanted to see a little bit more. I wanted to at least see a little bit of the earth or something. But it is what it is. It's cool. But yeah, I guess this is it. If y'all seen the movie, let me know what y'all give the movie. Let's talk about it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace.